Hi everyone, this is Charley and welcome to my City Skylines campus walkthrough DLC, where we are just basically we're going to be focusing on the different diversity of the campus and the universities they added, and I decided to unlock everything, so we got unlimited money, and I have mods. So if there's anything that's not part of the original game, City Skylines Vanilla, I will let you know. But for now, so I can actually, before we start building, just showcase, this is one of the new worlds that it came with the DLC, which is very beautiful. They have rivers just going through. It is a European-based map theme. I really like this little lake. Bit shame that it's not connected to the river, but I'm guessing it has its purpose. So we got quite a lot of big flat areas, and I have been looking also through the different kinds of what we have. There's just this regular schools, but we have this trade school which is mainly focused on obviously trades, but when I look, it's engineering, police, I think, and tourism and travels. So it's those three they mainly focus on, and then there's some different varieties, buildings and that kind of thing, and some parks. And then we have the liberal arts campus, which obviously focus on the arts, dancing, and music, that kind of thing. Everything has the doors. We have the regular university campus area, which focus on science, medicine, and law. And obviously then we have the sports team, which is going to be so fun to work around with. So I'm thinking that in this Let's Play, we're going to try and build 2 different campus areas. And since we have unlimited money, it will just purely be of aesthetic and actually try to see how beautiful we can make a campus area. And also these buildings are good in that way that you can spread them out throughout its certain part of the cities, which I really I like that. I have not played it through that much, so I don't really know what this kind of university is going to affect the gameplay of, like, what are the citizens going to, how they're going to react and that kind of thing. But for now, I'm going to start with I'm just going to extend this highway because we need a good highway connection. I do like the idea of having like 2 different campus areas, like rival schools, so thinking we're going to go something like that. I don't use any assets. The only mods I use are the ones to enhance the gameplay in a way. So I'm thinking we're going to go like this. I think we can delete just one segment. We could go with full cloverleaf if we want to continue, but there's not really that much to continue on, so I think this one will be fine. So that one is going to go something like that. I do like that intersection. They have upped their game a little bit, the creators. I like that. Same thing with this one. They have really tried to make the best of it. So first of all, they are not leveled, which is a little bit slightly annoying, but it's okay. And same thing, we're going to level that out. Perfect. Yep. Oh yeah, hold on. We need to snap to ground, and then I think I want you to go like that. I don't really know what I did. I need to delete that because I can't remember. I don't remember the angle of it. Just so I can make it parallel. Although I didn't I install a mod that allows me to do parallel? I don't know. I think if we do 100, I can remember that. 100 and 210. So we'll do the same thing on this side. 100 units. And then it's just going to go up until that point, and then they all are very much so parallel with each other. How do I? if I go like that and then align everything to that specific height, this is going to cut through completely, but I think that's okay. And that's the smoothing tool, and then we'll just smooth this out so it doesn't look as sharp. Okay, so this is our starting area. So we're going to make some kind of raised platform. It's not looking that super intelligent at the moment, but we're getting there. Okay, and then we just have to make actually, why did I do that? Because I could use that height to my advantage, really, to make a diamond intersection to have as one way, and then I think this is going to just connect up over there somehow. So we'll go 40 units, both sides, perfect. And then I think I'm going to want to do, let's do anarchy on. That's not what I wanted because it's a little bit high. Where does it start? I think that's where I did it. Yeah. Okay, this should do it. So that's the middle. So we'll go like this. And like that. It's going to have to go lower though. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Whoop. I think that's okay. Yeah. And then we're going to something like that. Perfect. Actually, I didn't need to do that because it's supposed to be. Sorry for the little cut in the video. My phone just rang for a very important phone call. Right. So where were we? We're making a diamond interchange to make this work the way I would like to. That works fine. No, actually, it wasn't 10 units. It was actually 8. 8 units. 8 units. And then these bad boys will go like that. Right, okay, so I had to just make a cut there because I could not for the life of me figure this out. But I did. It's done. Yay, hooray. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to first, make our first entrance for one of the universities, like the main university building. And I'm thinking we're going to start with probably the trade school. Well, no, just a regular campus. These are actually very, very nice looking. So maybe we just start with that. Here I is, keep talking and then I'm contradicting myself. But first of all, we're going to have to make this road up to a little roundabout. And I think I'm going to keep it, that might be too small, 5-unit roundabout, but I think I'm going to go for it. And then I think I want the avenue to continue this way. Something like that. I think that's a pretty good way to start. And then we just flatten this area because I want it to look as beautiful as it can be. That will look a little bit dodgy, and let's just smooth that out. Alright, okay, so this is the entrance to, well, it's the avenue, really. So I'm thinking we're going to have, I would like to do this large avenue, but it's just only one lane. Maybe we do this because it has separate bus lanes as well. That might be a good idea. think up 12 units. You'll make a connection like so, and then they'll make a connection like that. I wouldn't mind having trams. Not entirely sure how I'm going to do that. Right, so one thing that comes new with the campus DLC is that we have, obviously you can paint campus area, but also if you just decide to, place, which would be, that is the main building. So if we just place this one down, it's going to create its own little district. So let's start with that. So that's what it looks like. It's very close to highway. Not sure I like it, but that's where the main building is. And this is called Canberg University, and you can see that now that there it is. It's that little. And I assume that all the buildings needs to be within this. It needs to be within the campus area. So there we go. That's a building. One thing that's also very new is these little pathways that goes around, which also may make it able to that I can connect and I can just keep on building. So one thing I'm going to do, I want that pathway to continue a little bit. And on this side, I want this road to continue. So the new buildings allows you to, what's it called? To place upon the pathway. So this is your dormitory. So that's what that's going to would look like. And you can also still place them alongside the regular roads as long as they're within the campus area. So that's what that looks like. It looks very, very nice. So since we have unlimited money, it doesn't really matter which order we're going to build. Supplementary buildings. That's a futsal club. What's this? Outdoor study area. I wouldn't mind having that. I think that's something we should have over in this little corner, just like so. Because it's just, I don't know, it makes a bit sense that you should have a study area, especially outdoors, for your students. Then I'm not entirely sure how to do this, but I think I'm going to continue that road a bit up just so I know where to place this. So we'll go with the grids, and then up until this point, then we'll just transfer over to regular roads, and then you have this decorative little pieces of road. But I do like this regular one, so I think I'm going to keep that. I don't think that there are no fences. We have the groundskeeping building, which is pretty nice, but it won't really fit. So that's it's just the start of something. And I think what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make the same kind of entrance on the other side. So we're going to have to measure that's 20 units. So up until that point, it's not entirely in its place, but we'll sort that out. Okay, so I need a pathway up until that point, and then up until that point, and then we'll leave it. So it's the same thing, and it's an outdoor area. It's like situated like that, isn't it? Yeah. I would go like that, but then again, if we go like that, and then we'll take advantage of that little nook area to make that connection with tree lines, and then we'll have that one. So I think something like this is what I would like to do. I think that works perfectly. And then we could easily place something at the back here. Not really sure what we're going to do. We just have a look through the buildings. Now, this is a very nice start for a student area. I like it. So, before we do anything else, I'm going to make sure that we have some kind of sustainable environment around it and actually have people sort of living here, because I think that's sort of the purpose. I mean, why would you have hey, we have a university main building, but we have no reason for people to actually live there, and we don't have the parking spaces. But what we could do, I wouldn't mind having a tram go through in some way. But I think I want the tram to go, if we have a look at this one. So I think I just want tram only. And I'm going to make sure it is, I think something like this. I wouldn't mind. Oh, what? Oh, our place. Like, what's going on? Oh, that's something we should do. Yeah, that's with bike paths. That just makes sense. Yeah, because I mean, you want people to actually use bikes and environmental friendly methods to get to where they want to be. So that just makes sense. Okay. So it's actually starting to look like something. We don't really have anywhere for them to get there, though. And I don't have those parking spaces. We do have a tennis court, which is new. Is there anything else that's new? We have this regular parks. I mean, technically, maybe I wonder if you could, if it would be possible to actually make like a park entrance so people actually have to pay just and visit the campus area. That would be pretty funny. No, we'll just leave it like that. So let's just put zoning. So I think what I'm going to do is that I think shopping around these streets, and then probably not offices. I'm going to leave that a bit empty because I'm not entirely sure what we're going to have there. So just leave it as it is. Campus attractiveness. So that's also one thing. Because also, the more people, the more attractive your campus is, the more Sims are going to come there to study, which also means that it's going to generate tourism and all that kind of jazz. And it's quite sweet, and and it just boosts your income, and it's just a different way to generate, like when it comes to education. Which I like. I like it. And it's like the same thing with the industrial. I think it was mentioned somewhere that like the different DLC packs is just if you like the different way you can what's it called, logistically scape like your town, like landscape it. It's worth getting the different DLCs, but if you're not really into that, if you just want it for the strategy and the management type, it's okay. Because then you don't have to get every DLC. I am the type who wants to get every DLC because I want to experience everything that is possible to actually experience. Okay, so that... Oh, he's pumping water, though. Right, okay. So, obviously sewage. I think I'm going to go with the eco water treatment because it just might as well. And then we'll just add another one. And then everyone should be happy. It's looking nice. I like it. We have no one living here at the moment. We signed for shopping, but there's no one living here. So that not really makes sense. But I'm going to stop this episode right here, and then we'll just continue in the next one and explore more what this will do. Only upkeep 320. That's pretty cheap. The parks are more expensive to upkeep than this one, but I like it. It's so we'll have one campus area over here, and then we're going to create another one over this side somehow. and they could be like rivals. That could be quite fun. But either way, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.